Hello, my name is Michael Holgate. I'm the tutor coordinator at the Philip Sherlock Center for the Creative Arts at the University of the West Indies, and I'm also the artistic director of the Ashe Company. Indonesia is a wonderful space for me to be in. I loved it. I've been there 3 times and it has been a tremendous experience. It is one of my favorite places to be outside of Jamaica, actually. I love the people, the energy of the people, and one of the things I found interesting is that it's like when I see Japanese people walking through the streets in Jamaica, you know, they kind of look a little bit out of place. They have their backpacks and so on. That's kind of how I felt in Indonesia, but I felt also welcomed, you know, a lot of smiles, a lot of good energy coming in my direction, and I loved it. Bali, to me, feels like going to Negril, somewhere between Negril and Montego Bay. That's how it feels, but with a different culture. And so I love the Balinese dance, I love the Balinese culture, I love Balinese art. The space is different. Although it feels like Negril in that kind of rural, urbanish type of setting, it has it is so different because the plants look different, you know, and the terrain is different, and the people are different. So it's kind of got a new, old vibe that I think that Jamaicans would particularly love. The food is delicious. I love the food. I love the food in Indonesia, especially because you get so much variety, you know. I actually learned how to make my own fried rice. You know, everywhere you go there, if you go in the supermarket, you'll see little packets that you can pour. You make the rice and then you can pour on the rice, and then you just fry it up yourself and, you know, ready to eat delicious meals. Some of the restaurants, there's a particular restaurant that had, I think it's a Japanese thing though, where you go into the restaurant, you buy the food, you get a pan, and then you cook it yourself in the restaurant, you know? Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but something like that. You know, you cook it yourself. I like that. When you go to KFC, you don't get fries. You get a nice little something with covered white rice. And you don't always get a knife and fork. So you just put the ketchup on the rice and you eat it with your hands, and yeah, lovely. It's my hands. But hey, Indonesia, a beautiful place to be. I just love what I was doing there. I love everything about it. And if the person, you are going to be staying with Mike Morrissey, Professor Mike Morrissey, one of my mentors, and brilliant genius of a man. He was the head of the history department at the University of the West Indies while I was going to UWI. And then he worked with UNESCO for a very long time, USAID, doing a lot of work for, you know, spending a lot of money doing stuff for millions of young people, kids all over the world. And so he's kind of driven about helping people. So if you do get this fellowship, you will be doing some volunteer work. Trust me on that. And he's very supportive of that, and he will also challenge you a lot. He's not miserable. Not really. No, not at all, actually. But he will challenge you and push you in good directions. I would actually say I owe a lot to him in terms of the person I've become. He's a very important part of my life as a mentor, and one of the important things he said to me is something that I carry with me daily, and it is that, you know, as an artist, you tend to always want to be creating, and the next work must be the best work, and you know, it's almost like you're always on the go. And one thing he said to me, Michael, you know, you must just focus on a body of work. You know, what you must ensure is that your body of work speaks to who you are and what you want to do and what you want to say, what you want to contribute to the world, and stop trying to make every little piece of work the next greatest thing, but create a body of work that speaks to who you are and who you want to be in the world. That was very important for me, and that's what I've been doing for a very long time. I'm grateful. So all the best to you.